What up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your boy, Chocolate Thunder, Jody Williams, or as my wife would call me, Joe Blow. And I'm sure because I just said that, there might be a meme coming out, so there you go. But I don't take myself too seriously, so I'm okay with that. So, Jody, what you got for us today? Well, forearm work, right? And we gotta work both parts of the forearm, right? A lot of people got this going on, which is good, that's all good and dandy. How often do people work the back half of this? Right there, right? So I'm gonna show you what I do with that. Now, there's many ways to do this. I'm not gonna try to sit here and say I'm some kind of innovator because I'm not. But when you work nights and you got all day, you tend to think a lot, right? Okay, so here I am. I would take bands, right? I have to use bands a lot. So I tied it around the leg of this table on this side. So now it comes up like that. You can't see it, but you understand what I'm talking for. Loop it around, tie it. So it's like this. Now, this is where I use the peg involved. And right now we're gonna go ahead and focus on the reverse action of this. There's two ways I like to do this, right? So once I go ahead and tie this to the corner of the table, I would go ahead and loop this around, right? Around the peg, opposite peg, right? Now, depending on the resistance of the band, depends on how many times you loop it around this peg over here. So I will loop around this many times, right? What was it, 3? Now, there's two ways you can do this. I will loop it around where this band's in between the webbing of my thumb and my index finger right there. So now, what I want to do, when I pull it back here, if I don't maintain that pressure, it wants to just do that. I want to keep it here, right? So my hand, offhand, goes on the peg. I'm gonna go here, that's gonna go backwards. Just work that, right? You don't have to go all the way back just to get that workout. And the entire time, the back of the forearm, and yeah, your shoulder can get a workout too, but I'm just doing that. Now, if you really just wanna focus on that, then take one, as you can see, it just took off. Maybe you wanna look around maybe 1 time, 2 times or whatnot. Still, webbing of the thumb, right? Bring it this way, and we're just working this, right? Now we can do 20 reps. I'm not gonna count because I'd just be born of silence, But again, you wanna work this. And as I'm doing that, again, tension on the back of the forearm, your shoulder's involved, okay? And you just wanna sit there and do that back and forth. Now, what you might wanna do, and I'm gonna let that rest because I'm gonna do it on the other side over here, okay? I got this red band over here. Same situation. There's a reason why you do it around this way, not the other way, right? Little lighter band, so I might wrap around one more time than the blue one over here, right? Which means I would have to change the pad from the left to the right. Same scenario. Band goes right between the webbing of your thumb and index finger. I want to load up here, and the more I want to fight the pressure, the more it wants to take me over here. Fight that, and then just work that. That's all we're doing. This is not more of a heavy workout. This is more of, you can say recovery, call it what you want. I like to work this out because it's working strictly, mainly on the back of this. Again, your shoulder could get involved, but it can also be a workout too, right? So I'm just gonna sit there and do this for a second. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everyone's getting ready for king of the table, right? 3 matches, right? So now I'm gonna go back to the left hand because now what we're gonna do is a little different. Because now I'm gonna make a fist, and this is where it's just strictly forearm work, not so much shoulder involvement. So, same difference, right? I got this band over here, and once again, you wrap it around the peg. Now I'm gonna make a fist. It still goes through the webbing, right? Just like that, right? But now I'm gonna make a fist. Okay, when I make a fist, right? As you can see, there's the webbing right there. There's my thumb. Band's going on the outside of my hand, right? And I make a fist. Now when I load back this way, now we're just doing this. That's all we're doing. And when I'm doing this, I'm working the back side of the forearm. Because some people tend to neglect that. You can even put your elbow in the back of the pad and really just do this, right? And that's all I'm doing. That's like a reverse curl in a sense. Some people do it with weights. My joints are sort of sore, you know, so I don't want to do it with a lot of weight. So again, that's all I'm doing is this right here. Once again, you can do this as recovery or actual workout, and just do lots of reps. I will sit here, do this, my table or my TV sitting right there, and I will sit there and watch, I don't know, the Monster Factory, for example, because I'm going to be there the weekend of April 29th. And I will sit there and just watch it now as I'm doing that. So, go to the right side, goes to the webbing here, right? Make that fist. If you want, you can probably plant that elbow on the back side of the pad, lean back this way, and just, that's all we're doing. Because, and honestly, I can probably go one more time, because you don't want it too much slack, right? You get too much slack and it's not gonna work. You're not gonna get the workout that you're not gonna feel it. So again, webbing, make a fist, and that's all we're doing. And you wanna work all this too, because I'm telling you right now, if we get so focused on this right here, and that works, don't get me wrong, but after a while, tendonitis might play a factor for some. So again, when I'm here, it wants to pull me back. If I'm lazy and it pulls me back, then I'm not applying the correct side pressure. I guess you could say backward side pressure. I'm not applying that to make sure it stays here. If I'm just lazy and I kind of want to just sit there and do that, it pulls me back here, then I'm not really engaged. I want to be engaged the entire time and get that same workout. So again, plant that elbow, back of the pad, bring it this way, you know, and just make that fist because it's around, once again, the webbing, make that fist, and we're going backwards just like that. You'll feel it here. And as you notice, the first drill I did this, right? All right, and that involved more shoulder, but you got all the elbow area, you got the back of the forearm, and now I'm going through with the fist situation. Pulling it back here, and we're just going backwards. Now I know, training like this, you don't ever want to go like that. I know there's people out there who don't want to ever have the risk go back in a, you know, in any kind of workout. However, what I found out is that for this particular exercise, I'm not worried about this. Now, if you want to go ahead and do that and use that muscle kick back and drive down, God bless you, you know, go ahead and do that. But the whole purpose of this is when I kick back like that, I am involving the backside of his forearm, because I know the inside of the forearm is pretty good. I want to involve the backside. So again, before anybody jumps on my case and says, hey man, you don't train like that with your wrist always back that way. Yeah, you're right, you probably don't, but for this exercise, I'm going to do that. So again, making a fist, and we're doing just that. If this makes sense, let me know. If not, I understand. Because like I said, I'm no innovator. So, felt so good, I might do it one more time on the left. So anyway, hope everybody's doing good and stuff. Like I said, just something you can do, you know. Nah, it's too light. One more time. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Load back, you know, and just sit there and work this out. Again, guys, never neglect. There's two parts of muscles. Never neglect the other side. Always do them, right? Always do that. Well, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your buddies, tell your friends. Try it out. You may like it, you may not. But once again, thanks for watching. And I do this because I love it. Talk to y'all soon.